body weight workout. We'll just stick to the body weight. We will use our towel for one exercise. So if you have a towel, doesn't have to be big. Just go grab one quickly, or I'll give you some time to do so right before. Yeah, we'll start with a warm-up. Also, like always, 3 rounds, 3 different groups. 45 minutes we should be done, and we end with a quick cool down and a quick stretch. Yeah, so we'll start with our stretch or a warm-up. A little bit of a wider stance, toes come out a little bit. I'm just gonna come down into a squat, bring our knees out, hands to the floor, and when you come up, reach all the way overhead. So down, overhead. So also big arms. Just start slow. Bring those knees out and your chest up. So avoid leaning forward like this. You want to keep your chest forward. All right, 3 more. Last one. And we'll stay in that wide stance. Sit back. We're just gonna get the inside of our legs ready here. Yeah, so just lunging left to right. And you can keep your arms here on your side, or big arms. Half the circles. You want to get those shoulders warmed up as well. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shoulder rolls. So again, big arms or big rolls, keeping your hands or arms down. You can still really roll the shoulder blades this way. All right, other side. Back, down, front, up. So really reaching. All right, couple more. 3, 2, 1. Come into a couple squats slowly. 2 seconds down and up. 1, 2, up, 2. Nice deep squats. We're slow, so you can really come low. Again, like you're sitting down and you're keeping your chest up. Yeah, avoid kind of falling back by squeezing those butts and that core. A few more. Last 2. Sit deep if you can. All right, couple lunges. Come down. 8 lunges in total. 8, 7. That back knee all the way down, pushing up through the front heel. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. We'll be doing some lunges later. First, 8 on this side. Back knee down. Here we go. 8, 7. 4 more. 2, 1. All right. Heel taps, quick ones. So sink in the knees a little bit and then just tap those heels right in front of you. Few more. 3, 2, 1. Heels back, back, back. And then we're going to end it with those high knees, and then we'll start. Also, like always, 30 to 40 seconds, every exercise, 45. And at 15 seconds to kind of move into that next one. All right, 3, 2, knees up, knee up. Now you can stay right here, just bringing the knees to the chest, or really bring those elbows to the knee. 4, 3, 2, and that's it. All right, we're gonna start with those lunges. 30 seconds on right, 30 on left. So we're focusing on one leg only. Kick back after you come up from that lunge. Looks like this. Just stand sideways. Lunge back, come up, kick, kick. Yeah, so avoid leaning forward when you kick back like this. You want to keep your chest up the whole time. Okay, so 30 seconds on right, 30 on left, and you will feel this in your standing leg. Ready? All right, here we go. And go at your own pace. And you can slow it down or speed up. If you can, keep good form. Stabilize, keep your core in really tight, and you can kick back really high or keep it a little lower. All right, already feeling that. And that standing leg. 3, 2, 1. Shake it. Other side. In 4, 3, 2, and go. Lunge. That back knee comes all the way down to the floor. Eyes to the front. Six seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, well done. Come down to the floor for this one. We did the bear pose before, whatever you want to call it. We'll get into a tabletop. Yeah, this is your tabletop. Wrists and shoulders in line, knees and hips. We're gonna lift or tuck those toes under, lift the knees a little bit. And we're gonna swing, really in control, both knees left to right. Looks like this. Bring the knees up, left, middle, right, middle. Yeah, constantly bringing those knees just inches off the floor, okay? Also feeling that in those thighs, those quads. Yep. In 3, 2, 1, and go. So you want to keep your back straight, your knees just a little bit off the floor. Get that twist in. This one's 40 seconds. 4 to go. 3, 2, 1. Come up to standing. Quick sip of water. All right, repeat. These 3. Second round. Yeah, get into that stance for the back lunge. Kick back. In 3, 2, and go. Deep breaths in and out. Chest up. Then bring that knee all the way down. That front knee over the ankle. Not over the toes at least. 3, 2, 1 more. Switch to the other side. 4 seconds. 3, 2, and go. Lift that leg and squeeze at the top. Lift, squeeze. Let's go. 3, 2, 1 more. Good. All right, come back down. Back into that tabletop, you know what to do. 4 seconds. 3, 2, get ready, and go. So try not to swing those legs left to right. Be really in control. Adjust your feet if you have to. You're kind of pushing yourself backwards maybe a little bit. Just come back in. Keep it really small. Left to right. Engage that core. You really want to squeeze it. Four, 3, 2, 1. All right. Water break. 1 more round. All right, 1 more. 4 seconds. 3, get ready. 2, and go. 30 seconds. Keep that balance. Oh, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1 more. Shake it. All right, move on. Right away, other side. 4, 3, 2, and go. Which is probably your least favorite side as well. You have your favorite standing leg, but you gotta balance it out. Keep squeezing in that kickback. Squeeze, squeeze. Add that lunge. If you can. 3, 2, 1. All right. Back down. Swinging those knees, well, not swinging, bringing those knees in control, left to right. 40 seconds in total. Come on down. In. 3, 2, go. About halfway. Keep your back straight and don't arch. Core in real tight. Check-in time. 4 seconds. 3, 2, last one. All right, stay on the floor. And we'll move in to our next group of 3. So we're gonna come down to the front. And try to focus on our whole back side. Eyes to the floor, arms overhead. We're gonna do a swimmer. So we're gonna lift arms and legs off the floor. All four if you can. And we move right arm, left leg at the same time. Up, then left arm, right leg as well. Looks like this. Up, like you're swimming. Yeah? So, if that is too hard, you can focus on just lifting your arms, and then your legs, arms, and then legs. 30 seconds. 3, 2, go. It's not a big movement, so it doesn't look like too much, but it's actually quite hard to do. If you want to do it the right way, really lifting your whole leg off the floor, not just from the knee, right? Lift from the hip. Same with the arm, lift from the shoulder. 3, 2, 1. That's it. So that means the whole time having that back side, squeezing it up and working your whole back. All right, come on back up to standing at last. We'll get our heart rate up again here a little bit. So you're gonna do 2 jumps, then jump in sideways, adding a little squat. Looks like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, jump. Okay? If you don't want to jump, just step. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then kind of slightly step in sideways at that squat. Okay? If you can't jump, we'll leave you for about 30 seconds, so be quick. Yeah, here we go. That squat doesn't have to be deep. Rather be quick here. Couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1 more. All right, good. Grab your towel. We've done this before. Some muscles are a little harder to work, but we don't have weights. We are doing body weight and just using something we all have. Towel. We've done this one before. Working our bicep here. We're just gonna do a bicep curl hold. Okay, so stand on that towel. If your towel seems to be too short, just kneel down on it. Same thing. Both is fine, okay? Right, so squeeze that towel. Elbow right next to the ribs. Then bring that towel, pull it up to the ceiling. Here we go. Pull it up. Yeah, so just make sure you're not leaning towards that arm, not leaning towards the shoulder. Shoulders back and down. Roll them back and down. Keep your chest up straight and just squeeze the towel and then pull up. Pull up. 10 seconds, and then we move, obviously, to the other side. So, nice time to breathe here a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Other side, same thing. Step on it. Try to get that 90-degree in that arm though. If you can't, you're pulling here, comes more from the shoulder, and just kneel down. All right, 30 seconds. Here we go, 30 seconds. Again, don't lean towards that arm. Pull, but keep your chest up, keep your shoulders back and down, and your shoulders straight. Come on, pull, squeeze and pull. Squeeze and pull up. A few seconds away. 3, 2, 1. All right, coming down. Second round. We started on our front, lifting, opposite arm and leg, and then alternating. Yep. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, here you're in control as well. Don't flop your arms and legs up. In control, doesn't have to be lifted too high. Just make sure you lift from the hip. Squeeze that butt cheek and lift from the shoulder. Bringing that shoulder blade towards your spine. Keep your eyes to the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, come on up. Quick stretch back. And come up to standing. All right. 2 jumps. Slightly jump in. And then jump into the other side. All right. 3, 2, 1. Jump or step. Have that little squat in that jump inwards. Again, doesn't have to be too deep. Or step, 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 step. But be quick. Either way. Breathe in that jump inwards. Last seconds already. 3, 2, 1. All right. Trying to breathe here again. Bicep curl holds. Pull it, squeeze it, then pull. Yep, here we go, pull. And I'll remind you, again, shoulders back and down. Try not to pull with the shoulder, back and down. Chest up, shoulders square, squeeze that towel, pull it up to the ceiling. Yeah, you gotta do all the work here. Elbow right next to the ribs. 4, 3, 2, switch. 4 seconds to switch. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 90-degree right here in that elbow. Just try to get a few deep breaths in here. It's not a coincidence we do this one after the jumping. All right. Yeah, last seconds. Keep squeezing, keep pulling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down for that last round. 4 seconds to get ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, so you can lift the opposite arm and leg, or focus on arms only. Lift both, and then lift your legs. Both. Arms, then legs. Everybody though, eyes to the floor. You're not quite there yet, keep going. 3, 2, one. All right, coming up. Take your time. All right, jump, jump, jump in, or step and step in. All right, in 3, 2, go. A little squat though, don't forget. Almost counting down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Towel. Let's go. Give it a good twirl. Step on it. And get that 90 degree. Keep it right next to the ribs, not out. Right here. And pull. Pull. So don't just pull, squeeze it as well. Gotta give it a good squeeze. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Just breathe here. 4, 3, 2, switch. In 4, 3, 2, and go. Just really focus on that one arm, just squeezing and just pulling. Keeping that tall, straight posture. Come on. Hip, straight wrist. Yep, nothing like this. Or nice and straight. Last seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, quick water break, and we'll move into our next group. Third and last group. Focus in on just core. Mostly core. All right, we got some side planks. We love our planks. Right, let's go. So, modifications in your plank or doing the plank can always be on your elbow and on your knee and lifting that hip off the floor. In this case, you can also keep your hip on the floor if you really want to, if a plank is uncomfortable, or you can come up onto your knees, lean sideways, yeah, kind of keeping that knee underneath your hip. And then do a leg lift. Just a simple leg lift in a side plank, lifting the hip or keeping your hip off the floor. Yeah, on your knee or on both feet. 30 seconds on right and 30 on left. So, coming up any way you want, 30 seconds. Lift your leg up, up. Here we go. Just 30 seconds, but lift that hip. Bring that hip up towards the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, other side. In 4, 3, 2, and start. Breathe through it. Lift that leg just a little bit. And again, come onto your knee, or that knee even under your hip. Up. In 3, 2, 1. All right, stay on the floor. We're gonna do a nice stretch, bringing our hips all the way up towards the ceiling, starting in a plank position. Okay, I must have heard the downward dog. I'm gonna try that, coming into a plank first, lifting your hips all the way up to the ceiling, bringing your ears right next to your elbows, like this. Right here. Doing a good stretch in the back of your leg. When you come back down into your plank, we're going to bring our knee towards our elbow. So plank up, knee to elbow, plank up, other knee to elbow, back up. Okay? Yeah? You can do this on your knees as well. Just stay on your knees, then come back up, and then come back onto your knees. Okay? Just an easier or a modified way to do it. All right, come on up in 3, 2, 1. Everybody's mobility is different, right? Just try to bring your knee as close to your elbow as you can, just towards it. Doesn't have to touch it. Four, 3, 2, 1. All right, back into that side plank. For that last stretch, 30 seconds each exercise, second round already. Ready? All right. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Feel this in that lowest and the lower oblique. Four, 3, 2, 1. That's not an easy one. Really working your core and your legs, shoulders well. All right, other side in 4, 3, 2, lift up and go. Just 30 seconds. Breathe through it. Come on, in, out. Four, 3, 2, 1. All right, now we get to add a little bit of that stretch. I cup downward dog, come in, knee to the elbow. 3, 2, 1, and go. Come all the way back into that plank, but try to avoid arching that back. Okay, you can do that by really squeezing your abs here. Four, 3, 2, 1, Stretch back quickly. Sit back, arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Take a quick sip. You have one more round to do. Minute and a half. That's doable. And then we stretch. So come on. Onto your side. You can always modify. Annoying. 4, 3, 2, and lift. So keeping the shoulder low. Don't lean into that shoulder. Push that shoulder away from the ears always. Four, 3, 2, switch. Other side. Just seconds to switch. 3, 2, and lift. That way. Come on, keep that hip up, up. 3, 2, 1. Just in time. All right. Awesome. We'll end with that plank. Pike up. Elbow to knee. Come on down. In 4, 3. Get ready. 2. And go. You can do a wider stance here, but bring those shoulders back over the wrists before you bring the knee to the elbow. Last seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go down. That's it already. All right. We'll stay on the front right here for our stretch. Well done. Come back into your plank. No worries. No more work. Just a starting position. Bring your right knee under your chest. Here we go. And that other leg just lays there, and you can keep your chest up if you feel a good stretch in your glutes already. Or come on down. Bring your elbow to the floor, chest to the floor as well. Just a bit of a deeper stretch. We'll stay here for just a few seconds. And we switch. Lift your chest. Feet back together. Switch sides. All right. Just a few seconds. You can always stretch it out a little bit later. All right, again, lift the chest. Feet back together. Stay on your front. Arms overhead. And reach for the right toes with your right hand. Eyes to the floor. Heel all the way up into that butt cheek. Really stretch the front of your legs, those quads here. Other side. And release, come onto your knees. All right. So tuck your toes under, keep your hands on the floor, and then bring those hips up. Come back up to standing. Keep your hands on the floor. Or you can just hang here for a little bit, as long as you keep your legs straight. So you feel the stretching in the back of your leg. All right, just gently, just slowly come back up. So bring your right foot behind your left. Right arm comes up to the ceiling and just lean over to the side a little bit. There you are, stretch those obliques. All right, come back down, switch your legs, arm up and over. Almost there. All right, get into a wider stance, hands right above the knee, then bring one shoulder blade in towards the middle. Right to the center. You can look over the opposite shoulder for a deeper stretch. Other side. Now you can even push out that knee just a little bit, just to really bring that shoulder in. All right, come back to the middle, head up last. Yeah, we're gonna just stretch our chest a little bit. Arms in the back, roll your shoulders back and down, chest up, chin up. And breathe here. One last deep breath in, open the chest. Release, and we'll end with those 2 deep breaths. So you're gonna inhale, come all the way down, arms overhead. Hold it, and then breathe out. One more. And out. And you're done for your Monday. Good job, thanks for joining, and I will see you on Wednesday. See you then.